Hey, did you get the memento from Eli?
Yeah, I don't see why we had to bring it though, seeing as it's not supposed to be a big deal.
It said it might not be a big deal. This has never happened before.
So you decided to give the only firearm we got to the only guy here without a concealed carry?
Aw, don't be like this now,
Well,
Sam.
you're the ones who got me strapping in a school zone at 11 o'clock in the morning. If they find us, they ain't gonna be blaming the two guys without a gun.
When you got a job to do, you bring the tools necessary. Even if you don't think you'll need them, emergencies happen. So if your dumbass wants to get caught with your pants down with no way out of this situation, then be my guest.
This ain't a job, it's a misunderstanding that we gotta take care of.
Hey, listen, when it's your ass in the line and then it's my turn to stand there with a little motivation for the other party in case things go wrong, then it'll be my turn to stand there complaining about it and wasting your goddamn time. But until then, just be quiet for a few minutes and this will all be over. Won't even have to point it at him. Trust me. They're in there.
Really? Didn't think they'd have the balls.
Me neither. But that's okay. This is where the foolishness stops.
If you think about the situation we'll find ourselves in, even you could put together without a spoken word why I need you here. Indie cats like us get scooped up and propelled into greatness all the time. Striking out is never the end when you and I are young. It can't be. For the greatness we so crave, it only has to work once. Now some would say that's diminishing returns. I call it a trial by fire. This is the biggest chance I could have for a while. Now, I can't afford to not have two hands on the wheel, even if I'm not the one driving. Which brings me to you. You're on the project. There are two kinds of roles a worker can fulfill on a good filmmaker's set. The artist, who lends their craft to the creative conglomerate, and the plant, who's there to spread influence and manipulate. You know what kind of role you fulfill. That might sound unattractive to you, because you were blessed with competitive but asinine senses of self-preservation. So if my film succeeds, consider the possible glory seeping into your thick skull through osmosis, because you clung to my shadow as your collateral. Because despite what I just said about trial by fire, you still need power, skill, and luck. And I think you ain't got half of what I got in any of those departments. So if you fuck this up, there will be extracurricular consequences.
I'm on it.
Beautiful. Now be a good patsy. Get some sleep.
Quentin, look. If something's putting the kibosh on you, it ain't your bird of a feather.
My man, sit down and unwind with me.
I'm sorry about the absence of Sam. He couldn't be here. I don't know what his problem is.
Unfortunate, but forgivable.
Thank you for your generosity. Now tell me about this star of yours.
Well, if I want to write a story that's becoming of her ability, I'll have to start immediately.
Sounds like you're up for a hard time then. I like self-imposed challenge, Quentin. I swear we can talk again once I straighten out Sam's schedule.
Fuck.
I had this idea. See, I usually like to write my screenplays a little earlier because there's this film festival around here sometime in early December. Even if my movies don't win because I'm a student, I can at least say that I've been there. You know, I want to be professional.
So I'll be in a movie that premiered at a festival? Fancy.
Yes. Anyways, I heard from Sam that you are in the drama club. Now, being in my movie is obviously a big-time commitment. And I respect that. Especially since you decided to work in tandem with my own project. But I can't help but feel that you've been stripped of any time to do literally anything else.
I thought of that. So what do you want to do about it?
I thought it'd be cool if we each worked on our respective work every once in a while, here together.
Interesting. We'd have to make sure we keep each other on track instead of distract each other.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate the care, but I don't need your help. I signed up for your movie knowing it'd be a tremendous commitment.
Let me put it this way. As director and star, we'll be among the busiest members of the cast. Why risk being in a worse state of mind when we have art to create and we can help each other?
We help each other.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
So you'll do it.
Why not? I could stand to be a little more on track. Who couldn't, honestly?
Good. Let's get to work. Friday nights like this good for you?
Yeah. Wednesdays too. Let's get to work. Actually, I hate to distract you immediately after you just started, but can I see what you have so far? Only if you don't mind.
I'd rather have a little more done before I show you. But you're very convincing.
Thank you. You have a plot summary?
No, but I'll give you a rundown. See, I'm a big fan of this literary device called the gauntlet. And that's where you have like a protagonist who's like going up incrementally through levels of like antagonistic forces or people. Like, I'm a really big fan of this game, No More Heroes. It's like a sequential fighting tournament. Or this movie, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Debatably, Dante's Inferno.
So I'll just be plowing through enemies left and right?
That's the idea. I think some might call it old-fashioned, but it worked the first time for a reason.
Why only guys? Are there any other women?
I already have my friends lined up with specific characters that I wrote specifically for them. I don't have any of my regular actresses on standby.
We have plenty of actresses in the drama club.
Could I not? I want to be comfortable with a person's acting before I sign them on my project.
But you like my acting. I think that should make me a pretty good judge of it in your eyes.
Uma, that's not the point. I'm going for a very specific kind of tone here. Literally, the only characters in the movie are you and the slew of men that you're just taking out in this gauntlet. Now, that gauntlet would be, I don't want to say ruined, but it would be made less thematically viable with more women. In the context of what I want to go for as director. I'm going for some kind of, like a Hell Hath No Fury kind of deal. It's pastiche, you know, it's vintage, it's good, and I have the perfect amount of actors and actresses to make it work. Now, you know, when you're coming up with a story like that, I gotta keep things like that in mind, gotta keep it up here.
All right. I was only offering a suggestion.
I know.
John?
Oh, hello.
What are you doing here?
Quentin has a group project he got dragged along to. So he said, I'm here to make sure you stay focused and have a good time. Whatever that means.
Why didn't you tell me?
Said he sent you a notice on the phone.
Guess I must have missed it.
Anyway, so I know you usually do your homework in here, but I don't have a card with access. So I know where we can go.
A lot of people don't come here.
I know, isn't it nice?
If you're looking for that sort of thing, I guess.
You need to focus, so I took you someplace where there'd be no people. Now, get going, I won't bother you.
All right. Aren't you gonna work on anything?
I don't have anything left to do.
That's bullshit.
Oh, really? I'm punctual with my deadlines. I'll just wait.
Quentin wants somebody who's gonna help me focus, and he sends the person who's gonna stare at me the whole time? How's that supposed to help me focus?
If you're bothered by it so much, just give me one of your textbooks and I'll read it.
What?
Give me your textbook.
What the hell? Who reads a textbook for a class they're not in? Why didn't you just bring one yourself?
I don't know. The ambiance bleeds into my head well. It calms my nerves. If it keeps me calm and subdued till tomorrow, then fine by me.
Okay, but just turn your chair a little bit. It'll help you not creep me out so much.
Sure, Uma. So, what does Quentin do when he takes breaks on a normal one of these nights?
Quentin doesn't take breaks. No downtime for him. Unless I convince him to let me read a scene he's finished.
Well, if he wants your advice, then...
Not really.
What do you mean?
He lets me look at his script early, but my ideas aren't exactly in line with what he wants to do.
Bummer. But Quentin's like that. I'm not much one of the writer types, so even when we do script readings, I'm not the one who edits. It means more if you're the artist. He just needs to learn to trust your judgment, and he'll listen. You said he really lets you read him?
Whatever scene he's working on that day.
I'm supposed to help you focus on your work, but I think I can help you with that.
Lay it on me.
You know what you could do?
Yeah?
Watch a movie with him. He's a big film buff. That's an alternate avenue of communication for these people.
These people? Aren't you a film buff?
I didn't say that. I like movies, but not like he does. I like real ones.
What do you mean, real ones?
You know, movies like Amadeus, Psycho, Saving Private Ryan, movies people have heard of. Quentin likes mostly old-style grindhouse movies, or some of that hipster bullshit.
Grindhouse.
In the old days, they used to show double features of sleazy exploitation films in grindhouse theaters. You know, low budget, offensive features without all the Hollywood glossiness. The closest I can think of any exploitation film making it into the mainstream is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original.
What else does he like?
Not sure. I think he's a Western kind of guy.
Westerns?
Well, I think his favorite movie's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. You know, a rough and tough good guy and bad guy showdown. It's right up Quentin's alley. Those Westerns are all raw and obscure, just like the exploitation films he likes.
Well, I'll have to see what I can find.
Godspeed to you. If he doesn't like anything you bring, he'll bring it himself next time.
John, I'll have to try that. About how much of your script is left?
There's surprisingly not too much left. Could be done by the end of the week.
For real? Congratulations. You a fan of a little premature celebration?
What? Not usually.
Because I brought some movies, and I was thinking the two of us deserve a break anyways. I mean, sure, you can grind through every nasty spell of writer's block, but a little mental unwinding can make you come back ready to make progress that then you can make up for the lost time and then some.
Not right now. Maybe some other time.
Why not?
That's not the purpose of us hanging out here. If you want to watch movies on an extracurricular basis, then that's okay.
Isn't the script almost done?
Yeah.
Will the less than 3 hours it takes to watch a movie really impact whether or not you get your movie done by your arbitrary crunch time?
No.
And isn't maintaining connections laced with genuine humanity more important than chiseling off every imperfection from your screenplay for a festival that you yourself admitted probably won't win?
Don't push your luck, Uma.
I'll take that as a yes.
You would.
I would. If you don't watch a movie with me, I will bother you about it until I've wasted an equivalent amount of time.
Fine. Let's watch something. You better have brought something good.
What would you watch with me if you had a choice?
Rio Bravo.
What's Rio Bravo?
It's this old, badass John Wayne Western. Coolest movie ever made, full stop.
Ooh, sorry, but I don't own Rio Bravo.
That sucks. But you probably don't own a lot of the movies I like.
There must be hundreds of old westerns like that. Seems you'd have to go out of your way to find them. Maybe they were more accessible when video stores were around and you could just walk in and see a whole shelf of them.
There's a lot of movies. You know, most of the self-proclaimed film buffs haven't even seen everything on the AFI Top 100 and can't keep up with new releases. How can you expect them to see Rio Bravo? Let me see what you brought. Jaws.
Really? You're a Jaws kind of person?
Well, it's not Rio Bravo, but it's still one of my favorites.
You know, it's strange to think that so many years ago this was considered one of the most action-packed movies you could see.
Well, there's more to it than that. But, yeah. You know, next time we're watching Rio Bravo.
Holy shit, Quentin. Forget about Rio Bravo for 2 seconds.
You know, saying shits like that's gonna knock you down a few friendship pegs.
Shut up and watch.
Okay, Steve, Harvey's done and gone home. You're next.
Finally.
I should be back soon. John, you'll be next.
John, I need you to help me.
With what exactly?
Quentin, his movie. Cancelled. And we're gonna get rid of it. He'll be done shooting within the month, and that means editing will follow suit. That's our perfect chance to make a move, when he's settled deepest into a false sense of security. I need someone who I can count on in case things go awry and he gets hostile. Who knows, with you on my side, he may even change his mind.
I don't know if I have that kind of power over him. Sam, maybe, but me...
Sam's too close, he'd just tattle on me. I trust you, so what do you think?
I mean, I'd like to.
You're gonna give me that.
Uma, we're cool. But you do well not to give me information like that. I can't unhear it, which means I'm now obligated to tell Quentin. If I don't, I remain complicit in an act of sabotage.
And if you don't help me, you're complicit in something much worse.
I like my chances better if I remain a silent, impartial part. For better or worse.
I don't believe this.
I'm as sorry as I can be. But I won't do it.
Well, will you tell him?
At best, I'll give you a head start.
Tim, you can't let Quentin do this. Are you gonna help me?
I don't know, Uma. I'm not that enamored with sticking my neck that far out for something I'm not really a part of.
Bullshit, you're not a part of it. Whatever. I'm getting this done with or without you. If you're gonna bury your heads in the sand, at least act like it and pretend like you didn't see anything.
You got some nerve.
Samuel?
Between now and then, I never would have imagined you doing what you just said.
You gonna tell him?
Normally, I'd have dragged his ass in here to deal with you himself, but given the circumstances, I don't think that's the right call.
Then what is?
Hard to say I think it's right that you take it upon yourself to undo all of not just Quentin's work, but ours too. I mean, I put a lot of work in. Tim, you and John did too. You must think yourself pretty damn important to make that judgment call all by yourself.
Quentin can make calls like that all the time, and you people never say a word. It doesn't matter if people get hurt or anything. Half the cast almost got expelled, and not one of you did anything about it. You know, I'm starting to wonder what the hell it would take for you to rebel against your precious director.
Yeah, there's that too.
I'll do it. She's convinced me.
Tim, shut the hell up.
Sam, you can't get through every tough situation by being a bad listener and saying shut the fuck up every time someone talks. Uma makes a good point.
But our little plan here is ruined if somebody tells Quentin about this. That makes convincing me not to do that imperative. Isn't that right, Uma?
I can offer you all the pleas in the world, but if that doesn't mean anything to you, let me make myself crystal fucking clear. You will not tell him about this. And if you're thinking otherwise, I can make you change your mind. I'm sure I can.
That's a strange thing to say.
Why is that?
I don't know what to think. Well, we all had a bit of a stressful yesterday. What are you doing?
I'm just making sure there's no stragglers. Why? What are you doing?
I'm just thinking.
Thinking about what? About upstairs?
You're damn right I'm thinking about upstairs. I was also thinking about why we was fucking upstairs.
Well, what? You think it could have gone any worse?
No.
You know, you might not believe me, but I think that's okay. And now that everything's died down a little bit, I'll even admit the responsibility I had for what happened. Production on this particular movie was about as short notice and stressful as I could have possibly made it. And you know, so maybe I overstepped a few boundaries sometimes. But you know, stepping on toes is a lot better than shooting heads, right?
You know, you really are a crazy son of a bitch. You know that?
Yeah, I do. So we cool? We can still work together?
Yeah, we cool.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
Am I in the wrong place? It's Friday, and that's where they have those meetings for Extra Chapel, right?
Not if they're canceled. Sit down. Huh. You actually stayed.
I actually stayed. You know why I did?
Did you not hear me when I told you that the next 59 minutes of your day are now open because you somehow missed the notice that this little chapel session was canceled? You have nothing better to do.
Okay.
Look at you, trying to have a sense of humor. But tellingly, you haven't said no.
And tellingly, you're sitting here by yourself doing nothing.
Let me ask you something, Uma. How would you like to be in a movie?
Excuse me?
If I wrote a script with you in the lead role, would you lend me your talents? I mean, I wouldn't pay you. I mean, you're a student worker, for fuck's sake. But I know you like to act. You're in all that performing arts stuff.
No, not that. Hang on. How do you know me?
So last semester, I cleaned the floors in this building. And, you know, I have to walk past those monitors with the culture events on them 400 times every fucking week. And I keep seeing these ads for the drama club's performance of Pride and Prejudice. And so I'm like, you know, what the hell? I'm a director. I could use some actors. You know, why not go and see if anybody's got any real talent? Or if you're just the kind of kids who think you got a shot at Broadway because you follow Lin-Manuel Miranda on Twitter. So I go and I see one of the daughters. She's the one who marries the musty-looking army guy. And I'm like, oh, okay, she's all right. She's got this magnetic appeal. And so I look in the program and I see it's played by Uma, and I realize I know who that is.
So I'm famous. But you still knew me before that.
So you're gonna sit there like this and tell me you have no idea why?
Don't be so full of it.
All right, but don't throw a fit. It's the yellow coat. It's gaudy, and the only people who couldn't, you know, pick you out in a crowd of 500 are the blind, and even then it's still a 50-50.
That's how you know me?
I think that's how most people on campus who aren't your friend know who you are.
Over a yellow coat.
Well, yeah. Okay, try to imagine this. So there's this guy, and he's walking across campus, and he sees this girl wearing your yellow jacket. Now, this guy is going to study for a class. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter whether or not he passes this class, because he has a sports scholarship. So instead of studying, what he really has is a bunch of dipshits sitting in a circle talking about whether or not you wear that jacket because you actually like it, or because you wear it for attention. Next thing you know, you're the bitch with the yellow, because I guess they just couldn't stay out of your private business.
And what do you think it is? Attention or personal taste?
I don't care what it is. You're a good actress, and the probable word of mouth of having you in it will help too. So, be in my movie.
You're writing a movie. Your script isn't finished because you don't even have your star. And you're relying on a chance encounter with me to get that star.
I'm, procrastinating.
What's your name, by the way?
Quentin.
I'd love to be in your movie, Quentin.
Hey, wait. You got a contact?
You're the one who says how easy it is to find me with my ostentatious jacket.
Shit, Quentin, it's been a while. How you been?
Oh, better now that you showed up.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was getting snowed in up in the mountains. Nearly froze my nuts off.
Imagine that. You've been good though, right?
Hey, man, I'm as fine as some good cheer wine. But the thing is, I didn't even know this was happening until I got out of the mountains, because no phones don't work out there. No service or nothing. Imagine my surprise when I check my phone and I see good old boy Quentin's got a new project lined up. I drove back twice as fast.
Yeah, that's her. You the one with the...
The bitch with the yellow.
Yeah.
Where is she?
I don't know. On her way, I think. Drama club, probably.
Oh, she's in the drama club and helping you?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, you bagged a dedicated talent then. Those productions take a long time to put on.
Sure they do. But it's her choice if she wants to overwork herself.
That's true, but you do realize this means you'll have to evaluate your schedule in a manner that respects hers.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty sure she runs the damn thing, too.
She runs it?
Doesn't she? She's an officer or something.
Does she?
Well, you know Roberts ain't gonna shell out the time management and resources to do it themselves. Maybe she does. Hope she gets here soon, though.
Forget her. Where's John?
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man.
Give me a milkshake. Vanilla.
That'll be $5.
Fuck you too.
So then I was all like, calm down, I'm the director,
Quentin. Would it kill you to tell his story in order?
Hey, it's more interesting that way. All there is to it. Hey, it's Johnny Boy.
You gonna make it a habit of calling me that?
Well, if you ask nicely, I'll stop. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You two kids have fun.
Glad you're home okay. Must have been snowing pretty bad in those mountains.
Well, it wasn't pretty. Say, has Quentin introduced you to Uma yet?
Not yet.
You know she's part of the drama club, right?
Of course I know that. That's how Quentin knows she can act.
I told Quentin he was in over his head with scheduling conflicts and such. What, with her having a production of her own?
It's not like she runs the thing. That'd be in over his head. But he'll manage.
I know he'll manage. It'll just be hard.
What's he knocking for? You can come in, Quentin.
Not Quentin, but it's nice to know I have the right room.
Look who's finally here. Quentin's newest star.
Well, I know you're John, and, you are...
Samuel, but if you care about the impression that you make, I'll be Sam to you. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Uma.
Oh, you're Sam?
You say that like you were expecting something else.
Oh, no, it's nothing. It's Quentin talked about you like you were... Never mind. So, what's it like working with Quentin?
Well, have you ever been in a movie before?
No, sir. I've been researching how to prepare for acting on camera versus acting on stage so that I can do everything right. But I've never been in anything super fancy with, like, cameras and intense script writing sessions like what Quentin has in store for us.
Did you hear that, John? She called Quentin super fancy. You got a little comedic edge to you, Uma.
Well, what's your story? You two were the first ones that Quentin called, so have you worked with him before?
We're both actors here. Ask anyone and they'll tell you that I'm one of the best parts of any movie I've made with Quentin. Sam, on the other hand.
Well, what makes him so special?
You ever see any of his movies?
Not really. I've only known he exists for the last few days.
See? Then I guess she wouldn't know about you.
Know what?
I'm a bona fide regular. If Quentin wants me to make something, chances are I'm there. I mean, I can't be everywhere at once, obviously, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Well, by all means, don't allow me to taint the shadow of your greatness.
Hey now, I'm just saying I've got more experience with the man.
Any tips for a beginner?
Beginner as in with Quentin as the director, or being on the production team of a movie altogether?
Either.
Well, you have to have a good handle on your acting on and off switch. I mean, this isn't like a stage production where you can just get into character for 3 hours and you're good.
We have stop and start rehearsals in theater, though.
It's not like this.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Okay. Whatever you say.
What, you don't believe us?
Hard to judge since I've never seen Quentin make anything.
You know how tedious making a movie is? You think it's all seamless because you see the best takes back to back to back when you watch. But the filmmakers have to set up every shot, every camera, lights, make sure all the actors are consistently on their game, plus fix up every little one of those fuck-ups. Takes a lot of patience.
I'd like to see that, actually.
No, you wouldn't.
Who wouldn't? I mean, people love those behind-the-scenes extras on DVDs and stuff.
Nah. That's people condensing 30 weeks of 18-hour workdays down into 9-minute featurettes. What people do want to hear about is all the interesting parts of making a movie. Key word being interesting. You know, the creative inspirations, the actor-director rapport. Were there any awkward moments when filming the sex scene?
So imagine the stories that they don't tell you. You know, the ones that are lost in the memories of the actors and the producers.
The point is, I've worked with Quentin a lot. I'm his main man, and sometimes it's a nightmare.
A movie about making a movie that was actually about every part of making a movie? Woodstock.
Oh, good. Uma's finally here. So how we doing?
I'm well, Quentin. I was just getting acquainted with John and Sam here. They were telling me what I should expect from you as a director.
Oh yeah? How's that?
They say you're a nightmare.
Yeah, well, Sam's got a noteworthy sense of humor. At least you'll all get along.
Well, who else is there?
Like 5 or 6 other people, maybe? You'll meet them all at the script reading.
What should I expect from them?
Alright, guys, you can come up now. We're gonna start reading the script soon. Hey, can you give me my coffee?
Yeah, sure.
Now I understand not everybody at this table knows each other. So real quick, I'm gonna go through all your names. You're Sam, this is John, that's Tim, Steve, Harvey, Eli, and this is our star, Uma. You all know who I am. There's another guy, Michael, but he's out of town right now and he couldn't be here. Save your drink. We will not be making additional departures to refill your supply, so ration it appropriately throughout the night. Now, because I'm a peachy son of a bitch, I bought you all highlighters to mark your scripts with.
Hey, Harvey, Trey?
No.
So here's the itinerary. We're getting through the entire script tonight. Now, obviously, the way you say the lines in the movie will be different because we're going to find commonalities between your artistic interpretation and my directorial vision. So, when we're done, you can also give me feedback on that if you're a scrub. Oh, if anybody has a title idea, I'd appreciate that. If nobody comes up with one, I'll make up one myself if I feel so inclined. The working title is Blondie, The Assassination of William. Let's get going. Alright, before we go, anybody got any addendums to the script? Any questions they want me to answer? Not looking to change major stuff, but minor rewrites are cool.
Yeah, I got a question.
Yeah, what's the problem?
What's the problem? Are you dumb or blind? Because if you really need me to spell it out for you, then you need glasses, motherfucker. You got me saying the N-word enough to make everybody here, except for maybe Eli, visibly uncomfortable.
Why?
I'm white!
Oh, yeah. It's just a movie.
I don't want to be the only one in this movie dropping the N-word every 10 lines.
Don't tell him that. He's gonna make everyone say it just as much.
I'm siding with the other guys, Quentin. Even if the context of it being in the movie was fine, it's still gonna reflect negatively on you.
Reflect negatively on my character? I don't get along with racists in real life. At least I have an excuse. I'm making a movie. In fact, that gives me an idea. So if I'm going to use this kind of language, I say we go all the way with it and have one of our characters be a neo-Nazi. That way I won't confuse the people who might misrepresent what I'm trying to do here.
Didn't you already write the fucking script? If not, then what are we looking at here?
Hey, trust the creative process here, Steve. Alright, so who's going to be the Nazi?
Quentin, who's gonna want to be a Nazi?
Michael's not here, make him do it.
Hey, I'll think of something. We'll have, Eli be the one to kill the Nazi in the movie, though.
Yes! Hey, what's your problem, man?
I ain't got a problem.
Oh, good. Then quit looking like someone pissed in your punch bowl.
You good at killing Nazis?
I'm the best. I love killing Nazis.
Can we get back to what's important so we can all go home?
Oh, so it's you that's got the problem. Was I making fun of your boyfriend?
Oh, boy.
What's wrong?
I think it would kill you to not be such an asshole.
You know where you are right now? In my face. I think it would kill you not to be there right now.
You can fulfill your very limited role in this production without forcing people to listen to you degrade homosexuals.
You try and use pop psychology because I implied these two men are madly in love with each other? That's pretty gay, bruh.
Why is he here?
Eli's a one-talent man if I ever saw one. He's good with gore. If you hand him a pencil or a camera, your movie won't be enjoyed by anybody who didn't spend their time blowtorching frogs when they were younger. But, if you just want to see someone bleed, that's a different story. Then you'll watch his movies.
What are you saying now, like it's a bad thing? I'm sorry, Captain Moral Panic. People say Saw undermines the fabric of society because it's nothing but people getting tortured. But you throw Jesus in a movie like that, and it's one of the most talked about movies of the 2000s. But Saw grows millions of dollars with each installment. I'm sorry, as long as there's murder, guts, blood, and controversy, someone's always going to be talking about it.
See, I'm not sure that's the problem. I like violence. I could watch Bruce Lee flip kick people for hours. And I know Sam here, I know he likes violence because he'd watch Scarface with you at 2 a.m. if you asked him to. It's not that people don't like violence. It's just that you suck at everything else.
Who cares if he sucks? Everybody sucks now. If he finds a way to make his work popular, what does it matter to you?
Film is a gene pool. Just because I'm swimming in the other side doesn't mean I want someone to come and piss in it.
Hey, can we be done with this, please? Eli's gonna work with us. You don't have to like him. It's hard enough making a movie during classes with people you do like.
Help me with some camera mock-ups while they set up the equipment.
Excuse me, how many of your directorial exploits has Quentin liked?
Well, since I'm an actor, 0.
Yeah, I'm the one that Quentin liked. I've written, directed, and acted. Triple threat, bro.
You think Quentin couldn't like a bad movie? You think he couldn't have a little lapse in judgment and like something a little too tasteless and offensive?
Offensive? That's just a word people like you use when they're afraid of real shit they can't handle.
I saw some of those clips Quentin sent me of your stuff. It was horrible. I couldn't tell who I was supposed to root for. I got that the people who were bleeding profusely every 2 seconds were supposed to be the main characters, and that probably means I was supposed to want to see them live. But in those other clips, they were just annoying douchebags.
Sounds like he doesn't know how to write a character that isn't just himself.
I think you're onto something, Sam. It's like I was supposed to want to see you live to the end of the movie, and why would I want that? Face.
Something's not right here.
What's wrong?
We need a shot of her feet.
What?
Yeah, the cinematography needs a little variety right now, so Eli, give me the camera. Okay, Uma, we're gonna do this handheld the first time. Got it? Quiet on my set. And action. Sam, can you get everyone to come in here?
Hey, get in here, motherfuckers!
Thank you. I have some bad news, guys. This movie is taking a lot longer than I had initially planned. Between script problems and other complications, it's going to be difficult, and we're cutting it close to the original time frame that I had in mind. So the first order of business is to comb through the script and see if there's any areas where we could save some time. Not looking to cut entire scenes, but maybe some minor rewrites and shortening. Anything that might cut off a few hours or days of filming. Now, ordinarily, I would never do this shit, but it's what has to happen right now. Any ideas?
Oh, there's some exposition close to the end of page 54 that could be trimmed. You said it was mostly ancillary, a garnish.
Thank you.
Act 2, Scene 5 doesn't need to be as long as it is.
Thank you.
I have a scene with Eli. Can we cut that?
Johnny, that's integral to the story.
So, you're gonna think about it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, sure. Anyone else got any ideas? Anyone else being serious?
Hold on. Maybe we're looking in the wrong place.
What? Hey, man, I was just joking.
Not what I meant. We can cut down on production time without sacrificing anything from your script.
Oh yeah, Harvey? How?
If you're looking to cut down your production time, yes, you can condense your script, but that's not all there is to it. No. You gotta cut out all the other shit around it. How many of these meetings did you have planned until we're finished?
5.
Cut it down to 3, and make each one a half an hour longer. Extracurricular activities related to this movie gotta go, unfortunately, if you want to keep it closer to your original time frame. What date did you have in mind for the wrap party?
Since I was going to be done a few days after Thanksgiving break, I was thinking we'd have it the Tuesday before.
Quentin was gonna have us go down to the German pub down the street to celebrate. I say we move that to tomorrow since we had a day off scheduled. Let's all be there at some point mid-afternoon.
You guys gotta make a whole movie for an excuse to day drink? Gay.
Shush. Everybody okay with that?
Oh, well, I can't make it if that's the case.
Oh. Would it really be that big of a problem if we did? Like, any time I could save would really help.
If it really helped that much, I guess so.
See you tomorrow, Quentin.
You've done good, Herbie. Thank you for all your help.
You'll get through. You'll finish.
Quentin, we have some mildly bad news.
Unfortunately, our presence will be missed tomorrow.
Oh, come on, fellas. You serious? My go-to sons of bitches. Not even showing up for a rescheduled rap party.
Quentin, I apologize. No need to raise your voice.
So you think this is me with my voice raised? Cute.
I think what John meant to say was, we wish we could be there. Truly, we do. But, like Uma, we have other engagements which are inhibiting our attendance.
Yeah, what George Orwell said.
I guess if I can excuse Uma from this, I can excuse you from it too.
Well, what can I say, Quentin? You didn't know this was changing until today. You can hold us accountable for a lot, but this ain't it.
It's okay, Sam. Really. We can talk about it later if you want.
Of course, you know nobody means any disrespect, Quentin.
Of course, John. How are you feeling?
I'm not the one who looks like they're about to fall asleep. I'm fine. I'm sorry I can't come to the party, by the way. Sounds like a good time.
You're good. You're doing great in the movie, by the way. I don't like stopping production to like lavish praise on actors, but you've met my expectations.
Well, I assume the non-drowsy version of your praise will have a little more embellishments, but I'll take what I can get for now. Just be sure to add in some juicy adjectives about me in your speech when you present at the festival.
Oh, I will. Well, I'm going to Carpenter.
You're not going home?
Well, no, I'm going to go edit.
Edit.
Yeah, you know, edit the clips we already have together. Gets done faster.
Damn it, Quentin. You're so obsessed with this that you're getting nothing else done. Tell me your GPA.
That's classified.
Just go home.
I can't. All of my time is gone as it is. I was already planning to go over there and edit before I told you about this. And if I leave it all for the end, I'm not convinced I'll finish in time.
I want to go to sleep. Do what you want, but I fully intend on continuing this conversation later.
Give me a break!
Just because I've never produced, written, and directed a movie doesn't mean I can't fathom the idea of how much time, effort, and stress would go into it. I've watched you pretend like self-destruction is a viable alternative to modifying anything about your art for weeks now. It's starting to look ridiculous, and more importantly, intentional. How much of this did you bring on yourself knowing that you'd go crazy?
You know what? You've convinced me. I really do need some sleep.
It's gonna be alright. I'll be right back.
Look, man, something doesn't set right with me. Dr. Stewart being there makes absolutely no sense. He had to have known where we were.
What do you mean? I thought that...
No! It's 4:13 in the afternoon. Dr. Stewart's class gets out at 3:50. That means he will have had to get out perfectly on the dot and rocket his way over to the bar at the narrow time that we would have been there. Doesn't that seem suspicious?
But he was sat down. He had a seat already. Something must have been off of the schedule already.
There was nothing wrong with the fucking schedule. He was exactly where he needed to be because he was tipped off. When you pointed to me that he was behind us, there were no tables. He was at the bar. Dr. Stewart isn't the day drinking type. Now, a man who doesn't day drink felt the need to stake out this exact bar immediately after he was done teaching. I mean, I'm not alien to negative coincidences happening when you're doing shit you're not supposed to, but every little minutia just adds another layer to the probability that this was a setup.
Maybe. This could be bad. You got a cell phone?
Yeah.
Call Quentin. Let him know where we are. I got a plan.
Where are you going?
I'm establishing our alibi. We'll make it look like we were having a little movie viewing party, and we'll post about it on social media for evidence. Dr. Stewart even thinks that we were there. We'll show him the posts. Now, go upstairs and get some snacks.
An alibi doesn't do anything if Dr. Stewart thinks we were there. And if we have a plan, it doesn't matter what we can prove. And then there's this guy who got sloshed after one shot. One fucking shot. Are you kidding me? That's some weak mojo. In fact...
You think he did it? Are you out of your mind? He was there with us. He's drunk.
Oh, come on. He's faking. Imagine it if you were him. You trick everybody into going to the bar when you've tipped somebody off that you'll be there. He then has one drink and pretends to be sloshed, specifically so we say what you just said. Dr. Stewart isn't going to be able to tell if he participated after one drink, if he even cares about that.
What's the motive?
Spite? Maybe he doesn't like Quentin. I don't know, I'm trying to get out of this myself. Who needs a motive to be a narc nowadays?
I don't think you do that with such an askew risk-reward ratio.
You seem a little ready to defend him.
Steve, whether or not I think Tim did anything wrong, I'm actively trying to help us get out of the situation scot-free. I want to avoid incrimination myself just as much as I want to think Tim is innocent.
The only two people I suspect are in this room.
You need to stop. You're paranoid.
I'll go through both you and him.
Stop it, kiddo.
Well, start talking. How'd you get out of there? Hey, you hear me? What'd you do? How'd you get out of there?
I was driving by. Saw your car. Texted Quentin you were here.
How'd you get out of there without being noticed?
Noticed? I don't go to your bum school. You were the one pissing your pants over that guy, so I stepped over and was a distraction for you. You're being a little disrespectful. The only thing that stood between you and getting busted.
So Dr. Stewart didn't say something about someone tipping him off, did he?
Nah. He's still unconscious?
No. You happy now, Steve? You think he's in on it? You think he's gonna tell on us? Out of all the people, him?
I wouldn't.
Good. Now, we're establishing an alibi so those of us who are at risk have a leg to stand up on. First up, Mike, you're gone. We're going to cover our tracks with a social media footprint. If you're in pictures or videos, Dr. Stewart will recognize you and it's over. Either leave or stay out of sight when we're making our footprint. Next,
I didn't know we thought there was a rat.
For fuck's sake, I didn't tell Dr. Stewart we were going out drinking.
Okay, Glass Joe. Maybe they believe you, but that shouldn't be your priority. Because the principles of narcs and traitors, that's trash, no matter how much I don't give a shit about the rest of this situation. The important part isn't that you can prove it to them that you're not a rat. How are you going to prove it to me?
Swing by this place when I'm not inebriated and I'll tell you. Okay?
You mouth off to me again, and I'll split your skull in your own goddamn basement.
That's enough, Michael.
Please, what are you going to do?
You want to see?
Guys, we can't go around killing each other until we know what's going on with some damn certainty.
Guys. Oh, good, you're all down here. Okay, guys. Harvey, what's the situation?
I'm trying to cover our tracks. I was going to set up a movie marathon to be our cover, but obviously there were some complications. Mike and Steve think that Tim's a plant, and then you showed up.
Okay, Tim's not a plant. He wouldn't do that. And besides, he's still in the movie. So I need him, whether he ratted us out or not. Steve, Mike, go help with Harvey's plan.
Sure, Quentin. We got you.
You think Tim did it, don't you?
No.
Then What's wrong?
I'm just thinking. It's probably nothing.
You sure? Every factor could help us establish an airtight alibi.
Let's pick out a movie.
You see, I don't think they do that.
Come on, why not?
Think about it. Why go through all the trouble?
Don't have to pay so much?
Not for room and board, no. Some things you learn living in dorms are worth more than the immediacy of a student loan. The trick is, if you care about the price so much, don't live on campus for the first 2 years. Only half the slash to your wallet and you retain all the good parts. But that's if the R&B is too much to pay for, which, in my case, it's not.
Why give up the comforts of your own home if you don't have to?
Well, if you live a 2-hour commute away, sure. But I live 10 minutes away. Comforts at home are right there if I really need them.
You don't get consistent home-cooked meals and private bedrooms and bathrooms and showers. Living in a house is better than living in some little closet that you have to share with some person you might not even know that well. And at least when you're done, you get to go home to some place where there's no bullshit. You know how teachers are always saying that each class is worth such and such dollars by dividing your tuition to try and get you to not skip class? The same thing applies to dorms. You go home for the night and you're wasting a fraction of your money.
You know what else wastes money? All that gas you spend every time you want to drive back and forth from classes. And let's say you live as far away as I do. Even that's a solid 10-minute window every time you want to do anything. Got a class, sport, concert, rehearsal, any of that fucking bullshit. And you've essentially wasted another 20 minutes of your life driving back and forth. This means too that you got to plan your entire day out from 7 a.m. or whenever you want to get up. Because you gotta get up, gotta go to class. It's 20 minutes in gas, there and back. But, oh fuck, forgot something at home? Another 20 minutes in gas, there and back. Want a free meal? 20 minutes in gas. Want to go home for homework or being with your family? 20 minutes in gas. If you want to stay on campus for any reason, that's fine, but you're gonna be buying a fucking meal plan or you're gonna be eating out somewhere. Got 2 hours between classes and you want to relax? Fucking forget it, because Roberts doesn't know what a fucking couch is. Want to live on campus and relax? Boom, a few minutes of walk-in, and you're back in your dorm room taking a nap.
If nobody's fucking next door.
See, I thought of that too. People are probably gonna fuck next door when you have an apartment out of school, right? Living here gives you practice dealing with inconsiderate, degenerate neighbors when you have an apartment. A lot of lessons like that can be learned just by being here alone, even if it's just how to maintain a basic livable space, or not having anybody else you can immediately go to, like a parent. If something goes wrong or you don't know how to do something, it strengthens intuition, and I don't care what anyone says. That's more important than having home-cooked meals instead of Garlock food.
Quentin commutes.
And he likes it. Good for him.
What if you need a place to lay low for a couple hours because you got caught drunk at a bar after only one shot?
How'd you know about that?
Quentin told me.
Fucking course he did.
I mean, I don't care. Quentin said there were complications, which is so vague, but I got him to elaborate. And he told me all about how Mike kind of was a distraction while you guys ran away like the vicious beasts you are and hid in your basement. Quentin didn't say this part, but I'm 100% sure at least Steve couldn't possibly leave the possibility of foul play alone.
No way. Some of them even think I did it.
That must be stressful, feeling targeted.
Yeah, not Quentin though. I was coming out of it and heard him say I was clean. So as far as anyone else is concerned, even fucking Mammoth Michelangelo, my hands are clean. Nobody's been on my case about it for like 2 weeks.
So you didn't actually do it?
No, that'd be too far for too little. Plus I'm not a fucking idiot. See, until this movie's over and done, Quentin's my boss.
You guys are so dramatic, talking like you're all big league creatives. Oh, Quentin's my boss. You think he'd show that kind of consideration to you?
You're one to talk. How often does it cross your mind that we're only in this situation because Quentin based this entire project on you?
A lot. So did you actually tip off Dr. Stewart?
Of course not. Even if I disagreed with them going out and drinking because they're underage, because students here sign a fucking paper saying they won't, or because they're likely to get caught, which we did, I wouldn't try to stop him. That's just not how you get Quentin to remember something. You know, it's possible he thinks you did it.
No, he does not. Did he say that?
No, but as I was coming to and heard him say I'm clean, he was obviously thinking about something else. Or, as the case might be, someone else is a suspect.
But why me?
Well, he's not gonna accuse Sam or John, is he?
No. Anyways, you were halfway drunk and you just told me Quentin didn't even say he thought it was me.
Just thought you should know. You can't have people like Eli in this shit and not expect somebody to look out for each other.
Do you think I told on you guys?
No, same as I said. Too far for too little. You want to finish this movie, right?
Yeah.
You don't really want anyone to get kicked out of school, do you?
Yeah.
Can you think of a better way to hurt Quentin if you really wanted to?
Yeah.
So you have no reason to worry. If he really has a problem, just say that. Where are you going now?
Quentin's house. We're gonna hang for a while. Maybe come back here.
Have fun.
Will do.
So, how was the rest of your morning, by the way? I forgot to ask.
Yeah, uneventful. The fuck happens between 4 and 8 a.m. unless you work at a toll booth. What kind of adventures do you go on in the morning?
Depends.
Depends. What'd you do today?
Talk to Tim after breakfast.
What'd you talk about?
Nothing, I guess.
Okay. We got a few hours before I'll start working on other stuff. What do you want to do till then?
Oh, come on. You said you'd give yourself some downtime.
What are you talking about? I just asked what you want to do. I am giving myself a break.
It's probably best if you take a break that rejuvenates you rather than one that you feel you have to take out of obligation.
Could be, but I want to have as much editing and post-production done as possible. It's hours of just sitting in a dark room with nothing else to do and you get a lot of work done. If you don't get the work done, you have only yourself to blame.
You'll work faster if your mind is clearer, and the lost time will be made up for.
All right, I'll try to relax. We'll leave the car here and, we'll walk around for a while.
Can I ask kind of a strange question?
No.
What are you going to do with all of your free time now that we're almost done?
Save my GPA, probably. But now that I mention it, hopefully is probably the better word.
If only you could combine the two.
Oh, you're talking about film school. I would never go to film school.
Why not?
I wouldn't go to film school. I go to films.
Has that made it any easier?
Listen, I know that the #1 industry secret is that if making your movie is easy, you fucked up somewhere. Especially if you want to make anything with some redeeming value.
So you're saying this has been a bad thing? Making this movie, I mean?
I enjoyed doing this and hanging out with you and the guys and shit, but I'll just be really glad when it's all done.
I hope so.
Hey, Uma?
Who are you?
Who are you, Skinny?
Oh, you're Uma. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Harvey. Quentin's not here right now. He's out getting us all coffee. He said he knows what you like. We should all be so lucky. And he'll be back in a minute. You know, Uma, there's something I can't quite get my head around. I always thought that Quentin liked making his coffee at home. Says he doesn't trust anyone else to make it for him, since no one knows how he likes it better than he does.
There's like 8 of us.
And?
If he's that particular, I say he just doesn't want to waste what he has at home. Plus, he's...
You don't think he's a good host?
I think he's pragmatic. He's an efficient host. I got to be there when he was writing the script. I think you can tell a lot about a person, a creative person, by watching them create. Not by seeing the finished product, but by seeing the gears turning in their head. You can almost see smoke pouring out from their ears from thinking too hard.
I guess you're right. How could I hope to have that kind of friendship and camaraderie?
You serious?
Yeah. Quentin doesn't let just anyone touch his scripts.
Didn't exactly touch him. Most of my ideas got canned.
But still, the fact that he ran it by you, he still let you be there.
I think that's sad. What does Quentin do for you? Or Sam or John? How do you know him?
Well, I go to Roberts. Like Sam and John, I've been in most of his stuff. What's that?
You consider having most of your creative suggestions shot down,
Hey, what you guys got in here? Oh, hey. Who's this?
This is Uma. What were you doing snooping around in Quentin's basement?
Just looking for shit. Why? Is that wrong?
It's Quentin's house. I hear he likes his privacy.
That's okay. I'll stop. When he gets back. Besides, it's not much of a party here anyway. Quinn's out getting coffee. You're the only girl here. And besides, he said to be professional with the other cast members.
Harvey, what's this guy's problem?
Hell if I know. We all have our theories, though.
I don't have a problem. Maybe you got an ego, 'cause you've been plucked like you're a fucking orange to be in this movie. I make my own movies. And I don't mean to brag.
Yes, you do.
No, I'm humble. I'm a humble filmmaker.
You make movies too? Anything good?
Yeah. Of course. I mean, sometimes you get a few people who don't like what you show them. I do horror, often mixed with social or political commentary. All my movies have messages.
He makes exploitation films.
Not good ones either, from the sound of your voice.
Oh, so you like Quinn and not me?
Yeah, that's it.
He's good, you're not. I've never actually seen any of your work, but if you write the way you talk...
Hey, what the fuck?
There was something on your shoulder that you couldn't see. I was getting it for you.
Don't touch me, man.
Hey, alright.
You know where I need you?
Let me guess. Out of your face.
Out of my face.
Surprising.
I don't like other men's hands on me. If you like Quinn so much, why don't you put your hands all over him? You'd probably like that. I think that means you're gay. Did you tell your dad?
The fuck does Quentin need with you?
Oh, you're a snowflake. This'll be cool. My job on this set is obviously better than whatever Quentin needs you for. But hey, you want to play your role a little better? You should be the one sitting on this leather couch.
Okay, Eli, you can shut up now.
It's okay, Harvey. I've gained pleasure in acquiring the knowledge that Elijah here will likely lay simmering in a pool of insecurity until he dies.
Yeah, right. I'll die smiling and talking shit, you little coos. I was probably going to keep my mouth shut about this. When I heard Quentin making a movie because he met you, I thought in the back of my head, there's probably no way he'll ever get through this movie. Just watch. He'll never get this done.
We're almost finished with this shit, guys. Now that's an amazing accomplishment, but we're not done. As great as that is, I've called this meeting here today to discuss what's left and what the next few days are going to look like. So first order of business, we have a slight change in schedule. Tomorrow I'm taking the day off. Now you all know I would never ordinarily consider doing something like this, but I feel obligated to given the circumstances, and especially with how much progress we've all made. But rest assured, I'm not going to let us fall behind. John, Eli, you two have a scene together. Tomorrow, as early as possible, I want you to film it. And Sam, I relay directing responsibilities onto you.
It's done.
Good. So the day after tomorrow, we're going to be upstairs on the top floor of Carpenter recording some ADR. Simple enough. So there's 12 scenes left to film, and one of those includes Michael. Now, he unfortunately will be out of town for another week, so I'm sad to say that filming of that particular scene will fall at an awkward time. Any questions?
2 weeks ago, you said we were crunching for time. Barely gonna be able to finish. But now you're just on some relaxation kick. What for?
Is that a problem?
No.
It's just not like you.
Are you doubting my judgment?
Even if I did, I'm not stupid enough to say so.
We just want to know why.
I'll tell you why if I feel like it. And I don't. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute.
Fucking hell.
Come on, man. At least you get the day off.
Hey, my condolences that you have to babysit, but some of us admire low professional consistency.
He's being consistent.
What does that mean?
Hey, Uma, is Quentin being an asshole?
He's stressed.
See? Asshole.
And well, yeah. He doesn't know how to calm down. When we meet for homework, I at least convinced him to take some time for himself.
Forget convincing him to do it. Did you convince him that he needs to do it?
I'm confident I can do that, at least enough to manifest the desired result.
Oh, okay. It really should have gotten that taken care of before we started all this, but you know, what the hell. Everybody cool?
Yeah, we cool.
This is awesome. I love watching a film come together. What?
You doing your job?
Have I ever let you down, Quentin?
Never.
When we're done, we pick up the dummies and fake limbs. I can give you directions back to my house.
Can't believe Quentin hired this idiot to work for him.
It'll be over before you know it.
Hey, Eli, let me ask you something. You're a props guy, but you're also a deranged maniac. How much illegal shit are you using as props? And how much of it's in our movie?
All my contraband is legal, bro.
That isn't what contraband means.
I can see why you think I'd use illegal stuff. I'm just a god at this sort of thing, as attested by your precious director. I got all kinds of shit in my bag. I forgot this was in here. It's for you later when your character starts shooting people. It's authentic.
It's decent.
Decent.
Hey, Sam, I didn't want to say it in front of anyone involved, but you hear what happened to the other guys?
What, about the bar?
Yeah. There's no way Dr. Stewart could have known they were there. Of all the coincidences.
I don't know anything about it except it wasn't no coincidence.
Oh, come on, Sam. Some of them say they think Tim ratted on them. But you can't be in on all that conspiracy shit, can you?
What, so you just think that random fucking chance decided it?
All I'm saying is, it's the most likely option.
Well, who didn't go? I know the two of us are clean of guilt. Eli didn't go. That motherfucker would have encouraged them to drop acid instead of drink. He probably thinks drinking's like a tea party for queers. And that just leaves Uma.
Oh, come on. You think Uma would snitch on Quentin? The two are borderline inseparable. They'd be pretty dirty of her.
Dirty or not, it sounds like her. In some backwards-ass way, she thought it would be a kind gesture if she kept him from drinking too much. Quentin's the type of motherfucker to think he's good driving home even though he's sloshed as hell. Besides, she's the only one left who didn't go.
All I'm saying is, I don't know if that's it. Tim would talk before Uma would, and he was drinking with them. Eli, what do you think of all this?
Why didn't you go with them? What, are you afraid of getting caught? Gay.
They did get caught.
What, are you afraid of people knowing you aren't retarded? Knock, knock, Gaylord. People like you wouldn't do shit, even though that's all that blocks the party that life really is. And that disgusts the hell out of me.
I ain't disgusting to anybody standing next to you. You gotta open your mouth every second of the day when nobody asks you to. But the minute I'm like, Eli, back me up here. You're about as president as Batman's dad. You ain't even got opinions. You just got... Oh, man. I shot Eli in the face.
Why the fuck did you do that?
I didn't know it was a real gun. Why would Eli give us a real gun when we're filming at a school? We're making a movie, not robbing a bank.
You dumbass. There's people walking over there. Cars are driving by a few hundred feet away. Why the fuck you go and shoot off a gun for?
Shut up, man. I didn't mean it. It was an accident.
Some fucking accident? How are we gonna haul his raggedy ass out of here?
I don't know. Pull your car around. What are you doing?
Well, we can't leave him here, can we?
What do we do with him?
Well, we can't take him back to fucking city, so I've got an idea. Hey, Quentin. Hey, man. It's me. It's Sam. Listen, there's been an emergency. John and I we're gonna need to swing by for a little bit. Is that all right? Can we just swing by real quick? Thanks, Quentin. You're a lifesaver. Quentin, we're really grateful for you helping us. This was a colossal incident, and you stepping in out of your busy schedule is...
Samuel?
And damn, this is some good coffee. You always said you kept the good shit at home. What?
Yeah, my coffee's good. Uma buys shit, because she's not a connoisseur like I am. She couldn't tell the difference between a light roast Ethiopian Aricha and Dunkin' Donuts if her life depended on it. So I gotta have as much of my good shit as possible when she's not home in the morning. But there was a slight priority change when you two came pulling in here 10 minutes later with a dead body in the trunk of your car. If Uma sees Eli's dead body out there, I'm so fucked. She won't be friends with any of us anymore, and then the faculty will know because she'll snitch on us. And then the last whatever's worth of filmmaking will be all for nothing. You know, we all love Uma, but she's not the type of person who would keep quiet about you killing somebody.
We didn't want you to have to worry about it. He just had to be off the campus. We'll take care of everything.
You know, you should feel pretty lucky that I'm even letting you have some. Because I made this coffee before I realized that your emergency was a leaky corpse in the trunk of your car. You know, this wasn't even my problem to begin with. You two had to come along and make it that way. If I'm shooting a scene and someone gets hurt, then I'll take care of it because then it's my responsibility. But if Eli's clowning around like a dumbass and gets shot, then you two have no right to store your fucking hearse in my garage.
Now, Quentin, you just gotta realize...
No, Sam, no! What you gotta realize is that unless you can say something that'll magically stop Uma from showing up at my door in 45 minutes, there ain't shit you can say that'll smooth talk your way out of that situation. Because if you think it's hard to get through to me, you're never calming her down. So if you're gonna make this my problem, I'm making it my solution. You two are unbelievably fucking lucky I know who can fix this. I'm going upstairs to get my phone. Don't shoot each other in the head while I'm gone.
Well, at least the audience will really believe Eli got shot.
Gentlemen, we've got work to do. Sam? John?
Harvey?
Oh, it's fake. If I may break down the essentials of this job for you. You shot Eli. His homophobic corpse is now sitting in the trunk of your car, bleeding out. Uma will be home in 32 minutes. And if she sees us all here with Eli's dead body, we're all in big trouble. Now, if you follow my directions to a T, I can have us out of here in 25. Sam? John? Show me Eli's body. Quentin, can you make me a cup of coffee? Whose car is this?
It's his.
And who shot him?
That was him.
Seen worse. Alright, Quentin, we can do this. Pretty good.
Thank you, Harvey.
You're welcome. Now, you two get the body out of the trunk immediately and put him in the garage. Keep the drippings to a minimum. Quentin, get some trash bags, the big black ones, and lay them out so that Eli's body can get placed on it. That way, the garage floor stays clean. Then, you two will need to clean out the trunk. Sponge up the majority of the gook and skull fragments. Basically anything that isn't steeped into the rug. For that, go downstairs, get some ammonia and mix it with water, and clean out the stains with that mixture. Blot, don't scrub. Quentin, you can grab some vinegar. That should do a number on the residual smell for now, but shampoo the carpet later if it persists. After that, I'll tell you guys what to do. Chop chop.
John, don't.
What do I do now?
Uma's coming. Go brew a new pot of coffee. She's gonna know that this isn't her stuff. Just set him down. I'll wrap him up for you. Get cleaning. Hey, Quentin.
Yeah?
That's Sam's car, right?
Yeah, that's his.
Good, because they're taking too long to clean it. We need to get that body out of here. Okay, geniuses. One of you has to come with me to help get rid of this body.
Well, the car's almost clean, and I'm not letting John here drive it back. You see what he does with people.
That's funny, Sam. You're a funny guy. John, come with me.
All right, where are we dumping the body? River? The wood chipper? Shallow grave? That's it? Throwing him in a dumpster? I could have thought of that.
Anyone could have thought of that. It's just that most people get nervous when they kill someone, and they don't think to do the things that anyone would think to do.
What's that supposed to mean?
Who cares? I'm going to Wendy's. You want some?
Nah. I want a drink.
Don't be shy. I'll get you a root beer.
Don't go home. Don't go home. Don't go home. Don't go home. Michael, you're in town? Yes. Yes! Okay, just meet us behind Carpenter and we'll start filming, okay? Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. Alright. Thank you so much, you beautiful bastard. Sam, Michael just texted me. He's in town. We can film his scene if we're quick. Come on, you gotta get over here right now. Thanks, John. I knew I could count on you. Be over here as quick as you can, man. Hey, Uma. It's Quentin. No, there's no problem. I need you to get over here immediately. Like right now. Yeah. Well, Michael's in town, and this is the only night he'll be in here for a long time. Yeah, we're gonna shoot the last scene with him in it right now, so come over here. I don't care, you gotta come here. Uma, there's no time. Uma, goddammit, I said I don't fucking care. You need to get in that car and you need to get over here right the fuck now. Right the fuck now. Uma, I said I don't care. You get in your car and you drive over here right now. I don't care. Well, you're dead anyway if you don't get in your car and come the fuck over here right now. So you may as well move your ass. Quentin, he's here. Who cares? We're still waiting for fucking Uma. If she's not here, we can't film.
Motherfucker, is she wasted? Tell me you didn't have this bitch commit a DUI.
Well, she made it, didn't she?
I thought she didn't drink.
you stand? Are you okay to act?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
All right, people, let's get this started. Michael, come and be our bad guy.
You sick bastard.
Okay, good job, guys. We only got a few takes left. Next up is, Michael. Okay, Uma's gonna turn around in this shot, and that's when I want you to start choking her. Got it? But, don't actually choke her.
Got it.
Good. Okay. Lights are all in place. John, stay on him with the boom. And action. Michael, do you think you can do a one-handed choke? It would look more authentic that way.
It's harder to do right, but I'll try.
Thank you. Action. Michael, this isn't looking any better.
Quentin, can I just, relax for a second?
Uma, we're almost done.
Fine.
You want it done right so it's over quickly? Fuck's sake, I'll do it myself. Move. Sam, can you tell it's not Michael's hand? Good. This is where the foolishness stops. Oh, hey, Uma. Hey, Tim.
Quentin?
Oh, don't mind us. We'll be out of here in a sec. We just gotta pick up the movie, the final copy. It's actually on the computer you're on right now, so,
You want it off of here?
Yeah, you can go back to whatever it was you were doing in a minute. I just need my movie. Can you get it for me?
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Tim. This isn't my movie. This is. It was even labeled on the desktop. Why'd you give me the wrong fucking movie?
What are you saying, Quentin?
You knew my movie was on this thing. So why'd give me the wrong one when it was in front of your tiny, stupid face? You wanted it to be gone. Because you were going to get rid of it. Or delete it. Uma got to you. She's mad at me and wanted your help. In case I came in with a few friends for brute force motivation. Go ahead and prove me wrong. Just show me all the clips you haven't deleted from my library.
It wasn't his fault, Quentin. It was my idea. You don't deserve to go to any film festival, and if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass.
I knew it.
The thing is, Quentin, people like you think they know a lot more than they really do. The kind of amoral rat who thinks he's got a chokehold on every situation and all the little cogs in the machine, when really he's got no idea how the shit runs.
Sam? Give it to me.
Oh, here we fucking go.
It's not an emergency yet.
I said to bring that in case this little powwow goes south. I think it went south. What does this look like to you?
Looks to me like you want me to let you shoot Uma.
Shoot me? Quentin, you brought a gun up here? Are you insane? This is a fucking college campus.
Will you shut up? I was just gonna hold it to your forehead and threaten to blow your brains out so you'd cry like the bitch you're acting like for a few seconds. But you ruined it. You've ruined it just like everything else I tried to do.
Quentin, just stop. I justifiably went behind your back because you haven't the maturity to talk to me like an equal, but that doesn't give you the right to try and go kill somebody. You and your one-track mind got your stupid film. What else do you want from me?
The film? The film ain't worth shit now. Because even if you deleted all of my backups, my memory, my SD cards, it wouldn't even mean fucking shit. You may as well throw it out for all the satisfaction it's brought me. This is half about the movie and half about the principal.
You'll take a step back now, Quentin.
Shit. You too?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hero factor.
We're gonna stay nice and cool now, alright? That's what we're gonna do. I know you, Quentin. If you try to take this gun from me, if you thrash, if you speak too loud or don't give people their damn turn to talk, then on the good Lord, so much of you will be sprayed around this room, they'll have to buy new computers. You understand me?
Yeah, we're cool.
Good. Then you're gonna sit down. Real smooth and cool, just like
I heard you the first fucking time.
Now, I don't know everything that's been going on. There's hearsay. But I was not bestowed with the blessing of time to figure out everything on my own. So I'm just going to stick with what I know. You've become a real pain in the ass lately. You're always an ass, but you've never been a pain. That's how I know something about you ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I wanted to give you a chance to resolve this peacefully. You wasted that chance. And seeing as I'm the one with the gun, I'll be giving out the directions, and everybody's just gonna follow them all cool like, okay?
Sam, you don't have to shoot him.
Bitch, be cool. Ain't nobody gonna get shot, Quentin. Tell it ain't nobody gonna get shot.
I'm not getting shot.
Good. Uma, you cool? Thank you. Okay, Quentin. The objective now is to get all four of us out of here alive. That's what everyone here really should want. And even though I clearly have the motivation for you to want that, it's ultimately up to you. I can't let you take the movie, but I know how hard you worked, and I don't want to see your chances at the film festival go up in smoke. So here's the deal. Uma gives me that hard drive, and I keep it until you submit the copy to them. Given the circumstances, I don't think it's right that you get the satisfaction of showing other people on your own. If you're mad, I understand, but I couldn't ignore this. You were crazy enough to bring a gun to a petty negotiation and stupid enough to give it to the one guy who don't want to shoot it. Both sides and myself have fought real hard to try and pull me one way. Staying in the middle's the only way out for you now.
No.
Excuse the fuck me?
I'm getting out of here with my movie. You and John are coming with me, too.
Did you accidentally land your ass on a thumbtack? Sit your ass down.
I'm done listening to you compromise.
The hell you are? Quentin, you're starting to trigger my righteous indignation.
This isn't the first time someone's pointed a gun at me, Sam.
Now stop being a bitch and sit the fuck down!
I thought you said we were gonna be cool.
Shut the fuck up, Johnny. You ain't helping.
Sam, if you're stupid enough to shoot Quentin, I'm gonna break your thumbs in your sleep.
Ain't nobody gotta break anybody's thumbs. Ain't nobody gotta get shot either. What are you doing?
You think the most effective weapon I brought up here was a gun? Looks like I took this a little more seriously than you thought I did. Do you know what this is? It records audio. If you shoot me, it'll fall down. And Michael's down there. And I told him to drive away like he's Vin Diesel with whatever I throw down there. He'll be miles away before you even reach the bottom of the elevator. And all the evidence he'll need to incriminate you will not be a hair out of place.
You threatening me before Sam turned on you will be on there too. They'll have proof that I was right.
I'll also be dead, so the justice system can have me if it wants. Besides, it's not like I killed a guy. I mean, what did I do? Some general mismanagement? Poke a few short tempers? But you shot someone, and it'll all be on here. Compared to murder, I'm Fred fucking Rogers.
That thing run on batteries, don't it?
The same guy who was just running his mouth to me about being strapped in a school zone is gonna point a gun at me for hours without anyone walking by those big fucking windows and seeing him? I might not even need this fucking thing because the gunshots will alert people to this room where they'll find you, the active fucking shooter. So, put the gun down, let me take my movie, and we'll get out of here like nothing happened, okay? Thank you, Sam. You made the right choice.
I think we should go now.
What the heck?
Quentin? You okay? Come on. Take you anywhere you need to go.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got, if not himself? Then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my Yes, It was my